Now, the man accused of killing a pregnant 14-year-old is set to go before a judge this morning. Police say Sonja Harrison was babysitting when she was hit by a bullet fired through the floor of the apartment above.
And Sophia, police believe the suspect fired the shot that killed that pregnant teen. Now we learn the suspect is charged with feticide. That's the destruction of the fetus.
It took my baby's life and my grandbaby's life.
Finally, some answers for the family of 14-year-old Sonja Star Harrison. The teen, who was 8 months pregnant, died here at the Pavilion Place Apartments when a bullet from the apartment above struck her in the head. Her baby could not be saved. Atlanta police say this man, 20-year-old Solomon Diallo, fired the shot on Monday. It's still unclear if he knew Harrison. Her mother did tell us she believes Diallo is not the father of the unborn baby, but he faces several charges, including fetus.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again. Yes, to hit you with a video. Now, this video right here is grown folks talk. Yes, it is, just like the last video. For some reason, GFT, grown folks talk, was on my mind when I woke up today. That's all I could think about. I said, Lord, let me check my email, because my hand was just an itching, palm switching. You feel me? So I go check my email, and I'm getting all kinds of requests, comments, and stuff from all kinds of people. Like, man, check this out. Check these stories out. So I went and checked it out. And also to the other people that send me stories. I'm sorry I cannot answer every story, because it'd be literally hundreds of different stories every single day. No lie. Hundreds of single stories every day. I cannot even talk that damn much, even though I do talk a lot sometimes. But hey, it's all good. But anyway, big shout out to the subscribers who also sent me this video. Y'all be on point. And I thank you very much. And I love every last one of you all to the bottom of my heart. Yes, I do. But anyway, now this story comes out of Atlanta, Georgia. Big shout out to all my people in Georgia holding it down, all the way from badass Albany, all the way to the ATL. Yes, all the way down to Macon, Georgia, all over the great state of Georgia, Savannah, everywhere, and every last one of you all, 100,000 some counties that you all got. Damn. But anyway, now we have a 14-year-old girl. Yes, 14-year-old girl who was 8 months pregnant. And evidently, she must have been messing around with grown men, because the guy that killed her, and clearly he's not from this country, or at least his parents, not due to his name, we can really tell. He killed her because most likely he thought that the child was his. And the reason why I said most likely is because of this right here, because the mom says that the child is not his. So that means that she was messing around with multiple people, because I'm sure he just didn't walk up and just kill her for no reason. Quite clearly, and no disrespect to the dead, but the truth. But the truth is the light. Yes, the truth must be told. Now, instead of her going to school, doing what she's supposed to do and whatnot, and I'm not here to judge her, because I'm not the Most High. But one thing about it, when you give stories like this, people say you're judging. No, we're not judging. We just telling the truth, and the truth hurt. It's like medicine. Nobody want it, but it's good. It's good for you sometimes. Now, anyway, instead of her doing like most girls her age, going to school, playing basketball, playing sports, cheerleading, and whatnot, you mess around with grown men. Because, like I said, no way did I believe that this guy, 20 years old, just walk out the clear blue and murder this girl, shoot her dead inside of her apartment where she was allegedly babysitting her nephew. Now, she was 8 months pregnant, and I think the baby, they said, was due around New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, something like that. And my condolences goes out to her and also her unborn child. Not one person just lost their life. Also, the baby inside her stomach lost a life. So there was 2 lives basically lost. But the lesson to this right here, we have to teach our children not to mess with grown-ass people, because I have seen people, I have stayed around people in the same neighborhood, and, coming from certain places, and I'm sure this is all over, whether in the suburbs or whether in your local hoods near you, you have people, girls who go and flirt with older guys. You have older guys, R. Kelly and them type, that go mess with younger girls. I don't understand that. One thing I never liked was my cookie half baked. Yes, I'm not Dave Chappelle. I don't like my cookie half baked. I like my cookie mature. I like it ready to go, which means I do not mess with kids. You feel me? I do not mess with children. I love a grown ass woman, not no little girl. Not no offense to throw shots at anybody, but to each their own. But if you're a grown man or a woman, you should want somebody grown. You shouldn't want no damn child. You feel me? A 20-year-old has no business messing with a 14-year-old. Now, like I said earlier, when I first started this video, that the mom said the child is not his. And then she declined to speak furthermore till she talked to a lawyer. So that ultimately means that either she knows who the real dad is, and the real dad is around the same age or older, who knows, or maybe even younger. But due to the fact that this 20-year-old just walks up in the apartment, now who walks up in somebody's apartment and kills somebody? And not only should this man go down, because in Georgia, you kill somebody and they pregnant, that's capital murder any damn way. Lucky he's not in Texas. You'll be in the hunts by next weekend in that lethal injection room. Anyway, I'm going to read a snippet from this story and I'm going to give my opinion, surely, as we go. Georgia man, 20 years old, look every bit of 39 in the face, is arrested for shooting dead pregnant 14-year-old who, while she was babysitting her nephew, as her mom asserts that he isn't the child's father. Well, who is the dad? Do we got to go on Maury? Well, we can't go on Maury now. Now, Solomon Diallo, 20 years old, sound like his ass from Africa. Sound like that we don't play that shit over here in America. You do not. Even though some people do and get away with it. We ain't gonna say no names like the KOs and stuff. But we don't play that here in this country right here. And I'm just being for real. I'm not trying to be funny, even though it comes out funny. That's just the way I talk. But we don't play that in this country. You stay in your age group, and we have laws in places to put you when you violate those laws. Now, he was charged with second-degree murder for the killing of 14-year-old Sonia Starr Harrison and her unborn child, according to the local police. Now, second-degree murder, why is it not first-degree murder? Why is it not capital murder? Maybe they're going to up the charges. Let's hope they do. Family members say Sonia Starr Harrison was an 8th grader from Stone Mountain who was expected to give birth next month on New Year's Eve. 8th grade. You know what I'm saying? 14 years old. Sonia's mother, Sonia Denise Harrison, said that the man arrested wasn't the father of the teen's child. Harrison was loved in a people person, according to her mom. It was also described as being sweet, bright, and helpful. Diallo was also charged with reckless conduct and possession of a firearm. So they got to add more charges to this because it just don't make no sense. This girl 8 months pregnant, and then you hit him with second-degree murder, then reckless possession of a firearm. Come on now. Y'all trump up them charges on everybody else. This one case, you definitely should trump them up, if you know what I mean. Now, a man has been arrested for shooting dead a pregnant 14-year-old girl who was babysitting her sister's children when she was hit by a bullet from an upstairs Atlanta apartment. Solomon Diallo, 20 years old, was charged with second-degree murder for the killing of 14-year-old Sonia Starr Harrison and her unborn child, according to the local police. Now, family members say Sonia Starr Harrison was an 8th grader from Stone Mountain who was expected to give birth next month, the day before New Year's, still a child herself. And also, some people think that's cute for these girls to be parading around like they look young ladies and stuff. Then some of you parents, not saying that Miss Denise Harrison, her mom, allowed this, which I really don't know. I'm just speaking. But some of you all do allow you all children to grow up too fast. And you wonder why by the time they 15, 16, they got 3 kids and they can't even take care of them damn selves. They can't even get a damn job. You feel me? But at the same time, you make them think that they're grown instead of staying in a child place. See, when I was coming up, a child is supposed to do what? Somebody said it. Thank you very much. You was raised right. Stay in a child place. Whenever you want to cross that line and be grown, there's grown folks' consequences to be had. Not saying that, she deserved to die. No, nobody deserved to die like that. First of all, so let me make that very clear, because people would take your words and misconstrue them on this YouTube especially. So you have to make yourself very clear. I'm not saying that she deserved to die. Hell no, she didn't deserve to die. But at the same time, when you play a stupid game, you win stupid prizes. And the thing it was, stay in your age range. Now, not saying that this couldn't happen if she would have got pregnant by a 16-year-old, period. But all I'm saying is when you do this, because you never know, this guy, they're going to want to know who the father is, probably scared of rape charges and all this other stuff. So not saying that he was justified in his killing, but he was trying to probably save his own ass, basically. Or she was going around telling people he was the dad. Who knows? I mean, if more of the story come out as it developed, I will share it with you all. Now, Harrison was shot on Monday at the Pavilion Place Apartments after a gunshot went through the floor of an upstairs apartment and struck her in the head. She had been babysitting her young nephews at the time. Thank God I don't stay in no damn apartment. I ain't staying in an apartment since I was in college and shit. Fuck an apartment. Hell no. No offense to anybody that's watching this video right now looking at the apartment like, Damn, Trey, I'm in an apartment. No offense to you, I'm talking about me because if somebody unit upstairs or beside you or lower than you catch on fire, guess what? Your shit going down in flames too. If somebody starts shooting, you don't know where to hide at. Bullets can come from anywhere. Just like they said right here, somebody shot from upstairs. It went through the floor and hit her in the head. Like, come on, hell no, forget all that. I'll just take my chances in a damn house. Now, Sonya's mom, Sonya Denise Harrison, shared she had learned of the arrest, but asserted that she wasn't aware of any connections between the two. But just like this, also, you think your child is going to tell you everything? No. That's why I tell you all, if they still up in your house, check them damn cell phones. You feel me? I mean, unless they grown, then if they grown, they should be on their own, right? True. So if you still got a 14-year-old girl and you know she sexually active, just like you parents know, but you don't admit it until something like this happens. That's what it takes sometimes. You see, what's done in the dark will eventually make its way to the light. Now, folks saying he's the baby's father, she told the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, he is not the father. He is not the father. So Miss Sonya Denise Harrison, who was this child's father? Because if this man was grown and you knew about it, you just as liable as they are also, because you're the mom, you're the protector. These just some hungry wolves out here who just want to mess over a young girl and get her pregnant, mess her whole world up. And this is what happens in these type of situations right here. So who is the child's father? Do we got to ask Maury? Because damn it, somebody is going to tell us something. Now, the mom would not provide any new details until she spoke with her lawyer, but you provided all those details. Is the guy Solomon Diallo, the 20-year-old from Africa, was he the father? Or, since you said he wasn't, so who is the father? And how old is this father? And did you know about this situation? Because a lot of you all hold secrets for your children. Yes, a lot of you all hold secrets for your children. And you be ashamed when the truth come out. Now, Harrison was loved and a people person, according to her mom, and was also described as being sweet, bright, and helpful. The teen planned to go into the Army after graduating high school. She wanted to have a better future for her and her baby, her mom said, but your daughter was still a baby herself. Your daughter was still a baby herself. Let me say it one more time. Maybe you got to do things in threes. Your daughter was still a baby herself. You feel me? I mean, come on now. Only thing I can tell you about my child is that she will be totally missed. She will be so much missed, just like that bundle of joy she was carrying. So it sounds like, you know, the mom have accepted it because you can't stop your children from doing what they want to do. But at the same time, you can set boundaries. You can set boundaries. What kind of future would your 14-year-old daughter have who's only in the 8th grade have with a baby? Yes, I understand all y'all say, well, the mama would help take care of the baby. Who to say if something won't happen to mama? Then what? What that leaves you at? Anytime you put your destiny, your life in somebody else's hand. You feel me? But this is what happens when a child step out of a child place. Not saying she deserved to die. True. I'm not saying that she deserved to live. But at the same time, this is what happens. When you do things like this, you can expect some repercussions to happen. Now, Diallo was charged with reckless conduct and possession of a firearm. He has a number of other convictions, including shoplifting, disorderly conduct, cruelty to children, willful obstruction of law enforcement, public drunkenness, public indecency, possession of a controlled substance, and probation violations. Damn, he got all that shit and he's still walking around free and shit. And I mean, but how do we go from shoplifting to being drunk to being cruelty to children? I guess cruelty to children, since the girl he killed was a child, basically herself, 14 years old. You're still a kid. I don't care what you say. You can think you've grown much as you want to. You're still a child at 14 years old. Period. Point blank. And parents, y'all need to understand that shit. You cannot sit up here and talk to your child who's pregnant, even though she's 8 months. Who cares if she was 9 months? She's still a damn child. She do not know the first thing about taking care of no child. Must I preach? This is something that we was taught when we was young. That's why we wasn't out here doing these type of damn things. Because who wants a damn child at 12 years old? Now, offense to anybody the heck. Maybe I might have a few subscribers who have children when they was young. That's not the point. The point is, if you can go back and do it again, not saying you don't love your child, would you not have done things different? And you'd be a fool not to sit up here and say you wouldn't have. Because what kind of future can you have for a child, your child, when you still a child? We have children having children. Let me go and finish before I get in trouble. Now, he had been let out of jail on October the 18th for a shoplifting charge. So he just got let out of jail October the 18th for a shoplifting charge. And this girl wound up dead a month or something later. Wow, that says a lot right there. I mean, it's a very sad situation. And you can look and tell this young girl was basically looking for love. in all the wrong places. Now, I don't know if she had her father in her life, or dad in her life, but evidently it was some kind of disconnect there. And I know that you can't stop some of these girls from doing what they want to do, because I have fast ass cousins. Let's just be for real. I have some fast ass cousins, even though a lot of them done grow out of it. Sometimes they never grow out of that. But point is, what you do when you get grown, that's on you. But when you're a child, we're not talking about a 20-year-old that was 8 months pregnant. We're talking about a 14-year-old who was 8 months pregnant with a child. We cannot expect that child to think like a damn adult, because who of us, you know what I'm saying, thought like a grown up at 14 years old? None of us. None of us, no matter how mature we was, period. We wasn't ready. And then a lot of us still learning as we go. You feel me? Let me know what you all think about this situation, because it's very sad that, you know, this young girl lost her life, and also the baby she was carrying. But, you know, we have to look at the situation for what it really is. We all know that you have guys who out here sleeping with these young girls. They be every bit 20, 30, 40, 50, some of them 50 years old. No lie. That's why some of them babies be born, they be looking old in the face. That's that old face baby. That means that she had a baby by an old man. You feel me? Let it be for real. Like, come on now. But, you know, when you do things like this, you can expect crazy things to happen. And my condolences goes out to the family. True enough, just because I was, you know, going that way, that's just what men do. Men talk like that. But my condolences goes out to the family. But let this be a lesson to you all. Stay in a child's place, because when you cross that line from becoming from childhood to adulthood, because, you know, you should be a grown woman. You should be at least mature in the mind enough. Not saying she was so mature, but how mature really can you be at 14 years old? You feel me? So stop with the excuses, because this is what happened when we make excuses. We turn a blind eye, then something wind up happening. Bam. Now everybody's shocked and don't want to tell the truth. Let me know what you all think about this. And my people in Atlanta that knows about this situation, will you all please chime in also and give more clarity to this story, because it's sad. This young girl died a horrific death, and also the baby she was carrying. Neither one of them deserved this, but a child should stay in a child's place. Period. Point blank. I'm out.